What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to The Order, and this one is a doozy. We just got our first look at the first ever DLC content for Marvel's Midnight Suns, The Good, the Bad, and the Undead, featuring none other than the arrival of Deadpool into the Midnight Suns. Let's break down the reveal trailer and everything we can expect from the first big update in the game. If you're new to The Order, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got a ton of videos covering everything in Midnight Suns, from character rankings, full combat missions, and more. Welcome on in. Okay, so first things first. The story appears to be centered around a new group of enemies, vampires, with Deadpool and Blade taking center stage here. Not entirely sure why Deadpool is being featured in a story involving vampires and not Morbius, who we know is coming down the pipeline later in this season of DLCs, but I guess we'll see what's in store for him down the road. The trailer leans very heavy into meta humor, which is to be expected with a character like Deadpool. We even see him poke fun at the idea that he won't show his face for budgetary reasons. Nolan North is providing the voice of Deadpool here, having voiced the character in the 2013 Deadpool game. We can expect at least 3 story missions featuring Deadpool, and we got a few good glimpses of those cutscenes here in the trailer, and a look at some new villains stirring up the pot, including this new Hydra adversary who looks like a souped up Hydra mystic. The teaser also gives us a glimpse at a food truck being added to the Abbey, and confirms that yes, Deadpool will be available to befriend and meet up with for hangouts, just like the rest of the core roster, meaning a passive and his legendary card to be earned. Now, let's get into the juicier stuff, and that's the combat. We only get a few brief glimpses of actual gameplay here, but there's quite a few things to know. We get a quick look at some of the abilities of the new vampire units, including Fangs and Rapid Growth. Fangs appears to add a new status effect, Vampire Bite, to one of the target's cards after dealing damage to that target. I'm guessing this will lead to some sort of bleed or reverse bleed mechanic, while Rapid Growth gives a percentage chance for a minion to turn into an elite if a hero gains bleed. Gonna take a wild guess here and say bleed is going to be rampant in these vampire missions, making Blade quite essential. Later on, we see what appears to be some sort of mound unit similar to one of the Nest Mother's altars that can be damaged. It almost looks like it could be encasing something, maybe another unit. Could this be a situation where if you don't destroy this, another vampire spawns from it? Lots of possibilities here. Now on to the even juicier stuff, and that's Deadpool's cards. We don't see a ton of information here. All told, there are 6 Deadpool cards shown off. 2 attacks, 1 skill card, 2 heroics, and his legendary Midnight Suns card. He also appears to have his own unique mechanic in Fuego that several of his cards seem to build upon. A couple cards we can see in his deck but don't get an actual proper look at. Quick Shot appears to be his quick card, and Spread the Love, which might be a standard AoE attack of some sort. Mag Dump is a heroic damage dealing card, and altogether now is a delightful looking skill card. 2 cards are actually shown in detail. Pain Pinata, a heroic AoE attack that multiplies the Infuego effect and also seems to give Deadpool bleed. I'm not sure if this bleed is an actual effect from the card, or if this is actually an effect from that Vampire's Bite we mentioned earlier, from the Fangs passive on one of the vampire enemies. And lastly, Burning Sensation, a relatively low-cost legendary heroic card with Exhaust that again multiplies that Infuego effect and seems to deal damage based on that effect, or deals double damage based on that mechanic. Definitely want to know more about Infuego and how it works, but all in all, Deadpool appears to be exactly what you might expect, a chaotic damage dealer with an emphasis on gunplay and swordplay, reminding me of a zanier version of Blade. Overall, I'm really happy about all of this. I think Deadpool is going to do wonders to spice up life around the Abbey, and it's really exciting to have a new character to build and take out on missions, who will certainly shake up some of our ideal team comps. I'm eager to see how he stacks up next to some of the other primary damage dealers in the game, and expect a full character breakdown soon. The final big reveal here is that the new DLC drops on January 26th, 1 week from this initial reveal. Huge kudos to Firaxis for actually delivering new content to the game less than 2 months from release. That's really exciting and really promising for the rest of the Season Pass characters arriving soon. What did you all think of the good, the bad, and the undead? Are you excited about the arrival of Deadpool in Marvel's Midnight Suns? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to The Order for coverage and insight into Midnight Suns. Till next time, have a good one.